You might think you know where the ultra wealthy live here in Las Vegas, but I'm about to show you neighborhoods where 5 million doesn't even get you through the door. Today, I'm going to be showing you top 5 ultra luxury communities here in the Las Vegas Valley, starting with number 5 and moving all the way up to the first one, which is truly pretty much the diamond, the gem of all of ultra luxury living here in Las Vegas. Hi, I'm Jennifer Graff with the New Home Experts at Douglas Elliman, and this is your Vegas Confidential. So what does ultra luxury mean here in Las Vegas? It really means properties priced north of $10 million. And believe it or not, there is a very vibrant ultra luxury market here in Las Vegas that has really been blooming over the last 5 to 10 years. And even in the ultra luxury market, your dollar still goes a lot further here in Las Vegas than other parts of the US. So let's jump into it. Okay, so neighborhood number 5 is actually one of the older communities in Summerlin, and this is the North Summerlin TPC corridor. TPC Summerlin is a private 18-hole championship golf course designed by Bobby Reed with professional golfer Fuzzy Zeller as consultant. It opened in 1991, and it became the centerpiece of 3 distinct guard-gated neighborhoods that surround it. It also serves as the permanent home of the PGA Tour's Shriners Children's Open. Together, these 3 communities represent some of the oldest and most prestigious ultra-luxury addresses in the entire valley. First, there is Country Club Hills. This is a semi-custom community with approximately 171 to 177 homes built between 1993 and 1999. Most of these homes back directly to the TPC Summerlin Golf Course, giving you golf course frontage without having to build a custom estate. Country Club Hills starts just about $1.5 million and ranges up to $5 million for the premium properties and above. But then you have the Enclave, which sits inside Country Club Hills. And this is triple gated for absolute privacy. This exclusive street within this very exclusive neighborhood, we call it Billionaires Row. And it has 9 estate lots with 7 custom luxury homes. These are not townhomes, they are semi-custom properties. These are ultra luxury estates sitting at about 1.5 acres and more, most with golf course frontage and views that go for miles. Billionaires Row properties sell between $15 million and a whopping $35 million. And this is where the real money lives. David Copperfield purchased a 31,000 square foot estate here for $17.5 million. And an estate on Enclave Court, formerly owned by Steve Wynn, sold in June of 2025 for $17.5 million. The Fertitta family, founders of the UFC, own property here. The Herbst family, gaming equipment magnates, are here as well. And lastly, the third piece of the TP Summerlin corridor is Tournament Hills, one of my favorite older neighborhoods. This is one of the city's most established luxury golf course neighborhoods, featuring some of the largest, most notable mega mansions in the entire valley. Tournament Hills has about 132 homes, and these are all custom estates ranging from about 4,000 square feet on the smaller side, all the way over to more than 14,000 square feet. Lot sizes start at 1/2 acre. And remember, this is in Summerlin, where land is expensive. Home prices in Tournament Hills range anywhere from about $2.5 million to over $14 million, with an average price of just around $6.5 million. What makes the TP Summerlin corridor different from every other neighborhood on this list is the longevity and the prestige. These communities were built in the 90s and the early 2000s when Summerlin was establishing itself as the ultra luxury destination in Las Vegas, and they have held their value and their reputation for over 3 decades. Okay, so for number 4 on my list, I thought it to kind of deviate because this is a community that didn't even exist a year ago and is really just getting started. So this is Astra, and it is in the brand new village of La Madre Peaks in Summerlin. So let me tell you a little bit about this community and why it made my list. Now, Astra is going to be a 171-acre development with 167 custom home sites. Every single home here is a one-of-a-kind custom estate. There is absolutely not a single production home product here. There is not even a semi-custom tier. If you buy in Astra, you're building a bespoke luxury home from the ground up. The lot sizes are going to range from about a half acre to just over 2 acres, and the minimum home size is 4,500 square feet for a single-level residence, or if you're considering building a 2-story home, it is going to have to be a minimum of 6,000 square feet. Here is truly what sets Astra apart: the views. From this elevation, you are going to have 270-degree panoramic views of the Las Vegas Strip, Red Rock Canyon, and the surrounding desert landscape. On a clear day, you will be able to see mountains from over 100 miles away. Lot prices in Astra, well, if you're considering a lot over there, be ready to spend anywhere from about $2.5 million to almost $12 million. And again, reminder, this is for the land alone, and it's going to depend on the elevation, the view orientation, and the proximity to Red Rock Canyon. The average lot prices for Phase 1 has been selling just under the $4 million mark, but the Strip View home sites are commanding premium pricing of around $5.5 million for, again, the land alone, compared to about $3 million for the non-strip view lots. The community opened to sales in December of 2025, and the demand has been extraordinary. The highest priced home site to date has sold for just under $12 million back in March of 2026. Now, remember, this is not yet an established luxury neighborhood. This is truly the future of ultra luxury real estate in Las Vegas. And if you are buying here at the absolute peak of elevation and prestige, Astra at La Madre Peaks is where that conversation starts. Now, if you thought that was impressive, number 3 on my list is a place that most people, when they come to the Las Vegas airport, drive right by it and don't even know it exists. That is Southern Highlands. Now, Southern Highlands sits in the southwestern foothills of the Las Vegas Valley, about 10 miles south of the Strip. It is a 2,800-acre master plan community with 24-hour guard-gated access and is built around the Southern Highlands Golf Club, designed by both Robert Trent Jones Sr. and Jr. This is a generational collaboration you do not see on many courses. Starting prices in this luxury community, well, can't really touch anything for less than $1.5 million, and they run well past $10 million for the custom estate homes. The 42,000 square foot clubhouse has fine dining and spa services, and there are over 50 acres of parks, biking paths, tennis courts, and lakes within the community boundaries. Waterfront dining is available inside the gates, and the HOA has taken care of the master plan with fees starting at about $62 a month, though the premium neighborhoods have fees that reflect the higher amenity level. What the ultra-wealthy love about Southern Highlands specifically is the combination of the full lifestyle community with discretion. You are not visible from the main freeway, you are not near the tourist corridor, you are in a private manicured world with 10 miles south of the lights, and that is exactly what a lot of these buyers are looking for. What I love about Southern Highlands as well is that it truly has a very close proximity to the Strip, so if you are behind the gates, you would never even know that you're in Las Vegas. However, you are really, truly 10 minutes from everything the Strip has to offer. So that brings me to number 2 on our list, and that's actually where we are today. Today, we are in the ultra luxury and very prestigious community of McDonald Highlands, and this really deserves top billing, and we're gonna go through why I really love this neighborhood and why it speaks to so many buyers in this ultra luxury segment. Because we're out here at McDonald Highlands, we are actually in the Douglas Elliman sales office that exclusively is here within the Dragon Ridge Country Club. And so we actually have, what is this, like topography map? All right, I got it correctly, of the entire community, which is actually over 1,300 acres. And just to be very clear, the sheep here is not to scale. I just want everybody to recognize there is not a giant sheep here. And we were just talking to one of the salespeople that works here on site. They only have about 7 custom home sites left where you can build from the ground up. And those prices are starting at about $2.5 million for the lot alone and top out right now over $5.5 million. Now, at the center of it all here in McDonald Highlands is this ultra exclusive golf club community, and this is Dragon Ridge Country Club. Now, the buyer pool for this community really is the top 1%, of course, here in our country. And right now, they currently have about 112 luxury homes on the market, with prices really starting at about $3.5 million. There is still opportunity here to purchase brand new. That would be Christopher Homes that is currently building here in McDonald Highlands. And there is going to be a brand new 2 towers from the Four Seasons group. And that actually is, believe it or not, more than 75% sold. The starting price for condominiums at the very exclusive Four Seasons is going to start at about $4 million. Now, the Four Seasons is already under construction. I actually did a video just about a month ago at a gorgeous Christopher home here in McDonald Highlands, priced just over $5 million. And from that home, you can actually see the construction of the Four Seasons. If you're interested in more details about McDonald Highlands specifically and that Christopher home, I'm going to go ahead and drop a link in the description so you can go ahead and watch that video as well. The median list price here in McDonald Highlands, I think I mentioned earlier, but is just under $4 million. And one of the most significant moments in Las Vegas luxury real estate history, McDonald Highlands set the record for the most expensive single sale in the entire Las Vegas Valley, a Blue Heron custom estate that sold for just over $25 million back in July of 2025. And yes, that was exclusively by our office here at Douglas Elliman Real Estate. That was a 22,000 square foot home with multiple pools, a smart home system, and a private theater. One home, over $25 million. So now we are going to hit number 1. But before we do, I did want to mention one other community that's not officially on our list, but I think it does deserve a mention. That is the community of Ascaya, also a gorgeous guard-gated community, just about 10 years old and is still selling brand new construction. If you are interested in any of the neighborhoods that we've talked about so far or want more information about Ascaya, let's talk. Go ahead and book a call with me below. I'm going to put my website at jennifergraffrealtor.com. Okay, so we've been talking about Henderson. Well, for the absolute pinnacle of luxury, we are heading back to Summerlin. Okay, so now for something truly extraordinary. Number 1, the absolute most exclusive address in Las Vegas. It's actually 2 communities that sit side by side in Northwest Las Vegas, as I said earlier, inside Summerlin. And together they form the most expensive real estate corridor in the entire state of Nevada. First, the Ridges. The Ridges spans 793 acres perched on an elevated ridgeline in Summerlin, about 12 miles from downtown Las Vegas. It has approximately 12 individually gated enclaves across nearly 400 custom homes and home sites. The views here are something else entirely. You have Red Rock Canyon National Conservation Area to the west, and you have the Las Vegas Strip skyline to the east. And you are sitting at one of the highest points in the entire valley, looking down on all of it. In 2025, the Ridges ranged in sales from the low $2 million range in the semi-custom neighborhoods all the way to just almost touching $15 million on Magic Stone Lane. Homes averaging 96% of the list price and selling in 49 days on average. For a community where you are regularly pricing homes at 5, 7, 10 million and above, that is strong market discipline. Sellers at the Ridges are holding their values. Homes here range from approximately 4,000 to 10,000 square feet, and lots running from a half acre to 3/4 of an acre. Now, right next door is the Summit Club, and this is where things go to another level entirely. The Summit Club is 555 acres, members only, developed by Discovery Land Company in partnership with the Howard Hughes Corporation of Summerlin. It is the only private residential lifestyle club community in Las Vegas. You cannot just buy a home here. You purchase real estate and enter equity club membership with initiation fee that reportedly runs $250,000, plus annual dues in the range of about $110,000 a year, plus HOA dues, normally looking at about $30,000 annually. Now, home prices in the Summit Club, well, they start at about $3 million for entry-level production homes and go well into the eight figures for custom estates. In May of 2024, the Summit Club recorded the all-time Las Vegas single-family home record of $35 million. That is a single detached estate. Again, that sold for $35 million, and the record tells you everything you need to know about where the ultra-luxury and the ultra-wealthy live here in Las Vegas. Now, a more recent sale saw Oakland A's owner, which of course will soon be the Las Vegas A's, John Fisher, purchased a property for just over $29 million in the Summit Club, and that was late last year. The estate has 7 bedrooms, 10 baths, a theater, a wellness room, and sits on a nearly an acre of land in one of the most expensive areas of Summerlin. Now, actor and entertainer Mark Wahlberg purchased land here for just over $15 million to build his home. Okay, so those were the top 5 neighborhoods. Now, I want to share with you a little bit more information on Sky. I touched on it earlier, but it's really the bonus section that I want to give you. Okay, so a little bit more information about Ascaya, which I touched on earlier. Ascaya is in Henderson. It sits perched in the McCullough Mountain Range at approximately 3,000 foot elevation and is about 1,000 feet above the Las Vegas Valley floor. It has 313 custom home sites across 664 acres with a private clubhouse and world-class amenities. Homes here range from the low end on the $3 million mark all the way up to about $11 million and more. And the architecture is absolutely striking. Every home built is to blend with the canyon ridgeline. The community features a zero-edge pool with Olympic-sized lap lanes, private cabanas, tennis and pickleball courts, fitness studio, dining, and maintaining the trails. The median sale price home for luxury homes in 2025 was upwards of $10 million. That means demand here in Ascaya is absolutely not slowing down. Homes currently listed for sale in Ascaya average at around just over $10 million, with listings ranging from the low end at about $4 million to just about $19.5 million, depending on the location of the home and, of course, the home size. If you're ready to place a bet on Las Vegas in our ultra luxury segment, then you've absolutely come to the right place. Any of the neighborhoods that I've spoken about today truly are where the ultra luxury communities are and where the ultra wealthy are bringing their money here to the Las Vegas Valley. These are neighborhoods that, again, not a lot of people know about. They kind of fly under the radar unless you know where to look. So if you're ready to start, well, looking at some of these beautiful communities here in our valley, I would love to help. So let's get on a call. Again, you can book a call with me at 702-335-4779. Well, that's my phone number. Or you can book a call on my website at jennifergraffrealtor.com. Now, if you had your eye on the Four Seasons in particular, well, time is absolutely running out. They are down to the last quarter of inventory that is available at the Four Seasons. Just something to think about if that's something that piqued your interest. Now, I would like to say thank you so much for taking the time to watch our video today. As always, please make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.